welcome back to the show. My next guest is truly one of the most original music talents working today. His latest album right here is called Swordfish Trombones, and he describes it as being made up of journal entries from an exotic odyssey. Please welcome, it's a real delight to have this man with us tonight, Mr. Tom Waits.
Well, Frank settled down out in the valley, and he hung his wild years on a nail that he drove through his wife's forehead. He sold used office furniture out there on San Fernando Road, and he assumed a $30,000 loan at 15.25%, and he put a down payment on a little two-bedroom place. Well, his wife was a spent piece of used jet trash. She made good Bloody Marys. She kept her mouth shut most of the time. And they had a little chihuahua named Carlos that had some kind of a skin disease and was totally blind. And Frank drove a little sedan. They had a thoroughly modern kitchen. They were so happy. And one night, Frank was on his way home from work. He stopped at the liquor store. And he picked up a couple of Mickey's Big Mouths, and he drank them in the car on the way to the Shell station. He got a gallon of gas in a can, and he drove home. He doused everything in the house. Torched it. And he parked across the street laughing, watching it burn. All Halloween orange and chimney red. Then Frank put on a top 40 station, got on the Hollywood freeway, headed north. Never could stand that dog.
Nice to see you. Terrific job. Thank you very much. We're going to do a commercial. We're going to pause here for a second. We'll be back. Tom's going to sing another song. Very nice, sir. Enjoy that.
Waits is here. Later we'll take a look at our giant late-night Christmas card, and Dr. Charles Levy, the dangerous animal expert, is going to be here. Congratulations on the album, Tom. I was reading, you have, what is that you're brushing off here?
I don't know, I ran into a Christmas tree in the hall.
They're everywhere this time of year, aren't they?
Room.
Yeah. Anyway, I was going to say congratulations on the album. It's getting terrific reviews, isn't it?
Yeah, some people are recognizing it, and it's really kind of an odyssey journey. The songs interrelate. There's 15 of them. I think you get more for your entertainment dollar.
Well, that's good.
If you play some of the songs backwards, it says dirty things.
Oh, that's great. So you really are, for the price of one album, getting all kinds of entertainment there.
Yeah, I'm looking for some new consumers and attempting to cook my dinner on your stove, possibly.
Well, sure. Well, that's what our stove is here for, Tom. Speaking of stoves, are you still living in the motel on Santa Monica Boulevard in California?
You must have me mixed up with somebody else.
Didn't you spend some time there at the Tropicana?
I did spend some time at well, I don't know, motel. I'd call it a palatial estate. Right on Santa Monica Boulevard there, on the other side of La Cienega.
This is where Duke's Coffee Shop is?
Yeah, that's right beneath the hotel.
You had your piano in the kitchen.
You've been reading my mail.
Yeah. But you're not there anymore, huh?
No, no longer. Travel has become an important part of my life.
Yeah, yeah. You lived in a house trailer for a while?
Just for a brief period.
Now, what was that like as an experience for a man of the world like yourself?
It's close, but you can always pick up and move the next day.
Yeah, that's true. You also, for a while, years ago, lived in a car?
Well, not for an extended period of time, but you know how those accommodations can be.
Yeah, yeah. What kind of car was it?
It was a 62 wagon, a black interior.
Yeah. Did you do much entertaining in those days?
You mean nightclubs, that type of thing?
No, no, I mean friends drop over, you know. No, no.
I know where you're trying to take this.
No, no, I just think it's interesting, but also, and correct me if this is not the truth, you were born in a piece of modern transportation, weren't you?
According to my Uncle Robert, yeah. But I don't know. People say a lot of things.
Was it a cab you were supposedly born in?
It was a red and white with the, meter running.
Well, the meter was running. And where was this?
In Indiana.
No, really?
Yeah.
What part of Indiana?
It's a place called Valparaiso.
Oh, sure, I know where that is. Yeah. No, I do. I'm from Indiana myself, so I know that.
Well, and then I spent a lot of time in California, North Dakota, Minnesota, Florida, Guam.
All right, now, for a man who started life in the backseat of a red and white cab, last year you were nominated for an Academy Award. This is a long trip. You went to the award ceremony, didn't you? It was for the music for One from the Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what was that like for you, being there?
Well, I went back and forth as well. I mean, I'm going to go, I'm not going to go. I couldn't make up my mind. In terms of fashion, I don't know. I would have to classify it as a cotillion. You know, it's a lot of 1959 prom formals and that type of thing.
Yeah.
And so...
Did you have a tuxedo?
As a matter of fact, I did, yeah. An old clothes horse like myself was in the right place.
Yeah. What made you decide to show up for the presentation?
Well, you really are nominated by people who are in your field, and a lot of composers and songwriters and musicians recognize the score from the Coppola film.
Yeah.
And so it really is flattering.
Yeah, but there was a time when people would think, well, it's not really chic or hip. You're nominated, sure, but I'll be busy that night. But you decided to show up and...
Well, we were living like 3-4 blocks from the place.
So I just drop in. What the heck?
Really, it was very simple.
Now, you mentioned earlier, Tom, about the concept of the album, Swordfish Trombones. Go into that a little bit. This is a combination of sounds you just hear around you all the time, that music ought to be more what you're accustomed to hearing on the streets and in your house and so on and so forth. Is that close? Am I getting warm there?
Well, let's see. Frank really is the central protagonist who really kind of came to me in a dream, and he spoke to me of many things. So it's really, I was trying to find musical instruments that were more nightmarish or dreamlike.
There's some unusual things on here as far as instruments go, aren't they? Brake drums?
Yeah, that's the ones that you can find just about in any automobile wrecking yard.
Yeah, yeah. And you use for percussion, those things?
Yeah, you hit them with something that you hit them with anything. You hit them with a rock.
Tom, we got to do another commercial, and then you're going to sing another song for us. Do you mind?
Sure.
Oh, terrific! It'd be our delight. We got to pause, folks. We'll be right back. You get a lot of strange mail, Tom?
I don't get as much mail as I used to. But every now and then I get a letter that catches my attention.
Do you have an example from a recent batch that you could share with us?
I got a letter from a little kid that was from somewhere in the Midwest, who had been suspended from school for bringing one of my records into a share.
Got a show and tell deal?
Yeah, it was that type of thing. And so it interrupted his curriculum temporarily.
What was the particular record and the song he was playing for the kids?
I think it was something, some reference to underwear in the song, and so the teacher thought it was inappropriate. He's 7 years old, so I wrote a letter and did what I could.
Just tried to Trying to get him off the hook.
A lot of these things are out of my hands.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but it's nice that you made the effort. I mean, without that, he might have gone on to a life of crime.
Someone's got to stand
You never
up
know.
for him.
Sure. The name of the song you're going to do here, On the Nickel? Is that the song?
Yeah.
All right, terrific. We're very happy to have you here tonight. If you want to go on over there, Tom. Introduce your bass player when you get over there.
Thank you.
Okay, Tom Waits, ladies and gentlemen. Now approaching the late night piano. The song is On the Nickel.
I'd like to introduce George DeVivier on bass. This is a song called On the Nickel, a bit of a holiday feeling to it. And it's from a film by Ralph Waite. It's downtown Los Angeles on 5th Street, and all the hobos affectionately refer to it as the Nickel. And so this is dedicated to all the little boys who've run away from home. Well, sticks and stones will break my bones. Always will be true. When your mama's dead and gone, I sing this lullaby just for you. What becomes of all the little boys who never comb their hair, lined up all around the block on the nickel over there? If you chew tobacco, wish upon a star, you find out where the scarecrow sit, just like punchlines between the cars. I know a place where a royal flush can never beat a pair. Even Thomas Jefferson is on the nickel over there. So you better bring a bucket. There's a hole in the pail. If you don't get my letter, well, you know that I'm in jail. What becomes of all the little boys? Never say their prayers. Sleeping like a baby on the nickel over there. So ring around the rosy, you're sleeping in the rain, and you're always late for supper, and you let me down again. Well, I thought I heard a mockingbird, and Roosevelt knows where. Skip the light with a gritty tuck on the nickel over there. So let's climb up through that buttonhole. We'll fall right up the stairs. I'll show you where the short dogs grow on the nickel over there.
breaks, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Our next guest is an iconic American singer-songwriter who first appeared on our... By the way, let me show him a picture of George when he was early on the show. Do we still have that? This is Mr. Clooney. There he is right there.
Oh, man, that's a nice suit.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah.
Nice suit, nice tie, nice hair. It's the hat trick.
It was.
Our next guest is an iconic American singer-songwriter. First appeared on our old show in 1983, and we've enjoyed each visit over the years. We're always happy to have this great artist with us. Here's Tom Waits, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Tom. How are you?
Good to see you, Dave.
Did you bring any mace?
I usually have a key on me that'll fit that. It's amazing how nice folks are to you when they know you're going away.
Yes, it is. It's been overwhelming.
Yeah.
How have you been? It's so nice to see you. You know George, right?
I know George.
Yeah.
Now I know George. I recognized him with the handcuff.
Yeah. What have you been up to, and how are you? How are your family? How's everybody?
Everybody's good. I haven't been in New York in a while. I was really surprised. There was a huge line today on the street, and I figured, well, maybe it's a girl fight or something, you know?
Really, that came to mind.
It came immediately.
Yeah.
And then I asked a couple of guys in the line. I said, what are you in line for? He said, we're in line for salad.
In line for salad.
I was frankly embarrassed for them. They said that it comes in a helicopter from Cheyenne. It's really fresh.
Now you're a man whose mind never stops working, turning over, creative, not just in the sense of music and poetry and so forth, but other more tangible ideas.
I don't know where you're going with that.
Haven't you thought of inventions for personal use?
Well, I have been considering an antiperspirant, you know. But the problem is, it's so invasive. They want to stay with you for weeks and find out what you're like, and I hate that.
Yeah.
But so I came up with one of my own. It's new car smell.
The antiperspirant actually has the scent of a new car.
And I was in the car with my wife, and she says, honey, is this a new car? I said, no, that's my antiperspirant. But I mentioned you, and they have something that might be right up your alley.
What is that?
Well, it's for retirees and stay-at-home dads and adult children who've returned home after college.
Right. I don't understand.
Well, it's not an antiperspirant. It's a perspirant.
Perspirant.
And we all know what that smells like.
Yes.
Yeah. It's called hard work.
Oh, so people not working get the impression that they've been working.
Appear that they are working.
A true genius thing. Yeah.
So, my feeling, Dave,
I'm sorry, George. Yeah.
Just be glad that you're not in the tire business.
The tire business.
You can't retire from the
No, you can't
retire
retire.
business. It sounds like you're signing up for more time.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time you were on the program?
I do remember.
What year? Early
83.
83. Yeah. Do you remember what you did? You weren't nervous coming on?
I was a little nervous, Dave.
Really?
I thought you had an ejector button under here and that you're going to send me into another time zone.
No.
But then when I realized you're from Indiana, I have so many in-laws from Indiana. And
George is from Kentucky.
I am. I'm from Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Just across the Ohio River.
That's right.
Yeah.
Beautiful country.
Yeah, it's lovely. I've never been in this situation before except in jail. Have you done some time? A little bit? Yeah. This is like the worst extradition imaginable. I'm being taken back to you fill in the blank.
I've become more politically active lately.
I think that's important.
And there was a big rally right here in Manhattan this morning, and I was just perfect for me because I'm here to be on the show. But the rally was, you probably heard about it. Free the glutens.
No, I didn't. Free the gluten. I bet your wife.
My wife is doing the case.
Yeah. It's all beginning to make sense now.
They've never had a country of their own. And now we adopted a little girl who's a gluten. So, free the gluten.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, my hat's off to both of you and both of your wives because, when we come back, Tom will be favoring us, treating us to a Tom Waits song. Tom, thank you very much. As promised, performing a brand new song. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Waits.
This is for you, Dave. Let's watch the sun come up into another town. Try our luck a little further down. Leave the cards on the table, leave the bread on the plate. Put your hand on the gear shift, put your foot off the brake, and take one last look at the place that you are leaving. Take one last look. Oh, take one last look at the place that you are leaving. Take one last look. I bet we're something that the wind can carry. The arrow points away across the waiting prairie. This car looks like it could give us a good run. Our choice to leave was a good one. And take one last look at the place that you are leaving. Take one last look. Oh, take one last look at the place that you are
Take one last look. Let's look forward to the lights that are new. The world is a ribbon of road for you. All towns have churches and tire shops. They put up speed limit signs and they hire cops. I love to see the wind in your hair. All we ever need, we can get anywhere. And take one last look at the place that you are leaving. Take one last look. Oh, take one last look at the place that you are leaving. Take one last look. Oh, take one last look. Oh, take one last look.
Beautiful, Tom. Beautiful. Thank you very much, sir. Lovely. Wonderful. God bless you, my friend. Thank you so very much. Pretty good, huh, Paul?
Wow.
Tom Waits, ladies and gentlemen. Take one last look. Thank you very much. George Clooney and I would like to say good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.
Now, stay tuned for James Corden. This is Alan Calder speaking. Good night, everybody.